you just lose one player and it's just not the same. And in the meetings, individual meetings I had with each player, that was one of the things that I brought up. We can't do the same thing we did this year and expect better results.
Louisiana women's basketball hopes it can replicate the success it found this past year. The Cajuns won 19 games, were a win away from going to the Sun Belt Championship. The Cajuns were postseason bound for the first time since 2016, a season that ended with an emotional and exciting finish in the WBI.
I made a joke to our administration that I told them we'd win a championship. I just didn't tell them which one.
A year after Gary Broadhead fulfilled that tongue-in-cheek promise, the Cajuns were back at Earl K. Long playing for a second WBI championship. But this one was different.
Pulled up a picture of WBI and it was packed. It's like you had people sitting on the floor. It kind of reminded me of how the community said, okay, hey, this has happened, but we're going to get behind this program and we care about this family.
Months after 2015's title, Gary's wife, Andrea, lost her fight with cancer. The following season was emotional. It was dedicated to her.
That was the whole thing in the locker room was, from Kikiville to Kill Ridge and, Brooklyn. I mean, just all of the players that have played for her was, we got to win it, we got to win it for her.
Louisiana cruised through the first 3 rounds before edging out Weber State in double overtime. The win, the team's 25th, tied a single-season program record.
That year, man, we were able to finish games, just with the experience and them believing, believing in themselves. Kind of why I got started coaching on the women's side was I saw young ladies, 5 and 6 year old with no self-confidence, and all of a sudden you teach them how to dribble a ball and it changes their whole lives.
After a tough winter a year ago, the Cajuns turned it around this season and were headed back to the postseason for the first time since. But should-haves, could-haves, and would-haves only break your heart.
They tell me not to look back. That's one of the things they said, in this year you need to look forward, and you got to look forward into what is the possibilities. Take it moment by moment, because if you look back, it's just going to be disparity and it's going to be something that you're going to regret. And you don't need to do that.
Head coach Gary Broadhead tells me he had already been in talks with the WBI, but the Cajuns still held an outside shot at the WNIT.